Why, hello there, and guten Tag to you all. And it is another episode of the Thrip and Franken show. And of course, I am joined by my creation. What is your name, my boy? Oh, I know this one, Master. Frankenstein. Good. So, Franken, it is Good Friday. Yes, it is. That means it's the topic of this month's show. It's Easter. Oh yeah, Easter! Ah yes. I told you that I will be doing a Easter special, and yeah, this is it. So, what horrors of Easter is there? Well, I don't know many Easter horrors, Master, because, well, you've never shown me them. Yeah, there are a lot of underrated Easter horror movies out there, like, I can't really think of any from the top of my head at the moment. But I can think of the Easter shot in the anthology horror film Holidays. When the little girl goes downstairs because the Easter bunny comes, and then we find it is actually a mutated rabbit Jesus or something. Yeah, you showed me that, Master. But that's probably the only Easter horror thing we've seen. Yeah, well, Easter is basically about celebrating the death of Jesus Christ. What, so Christmas celebrates his birth? Yeah, and Easter celebrates his death. But he, got tortured by Romans, and didn't you say they put vinegar in his mouth? Yeah, they put vinegar into his mouth. Because, he was dying for the sins of his followers. Oh yeah, and didn't they nail him down to a cross? That must have hurt. I mean, I don't know what that would feel like, because I don't feel pain. Yeah, I imagine it would have. We see things on there, adaptations of the crucifixion of Jesus, but we also see stuff like, horrors. Well, I mean, it must have been a horrible experience for Jesus Christ. I mean, getting nailed to a cross. I think the closest in details that I have ever seen the crucifixion of Jesus in is the film Passion of the Christ, starring Jim Caviezel and directed by Mel Gibson. That film has caused a lot of controversy over the years and time, and sort of made and break Jim Caviezel's Hollywood career. Oh, but he's in that other show, People of Interest. Yeah, and so the horrors of Easter. There are some dark elements to Jesus' death. I mean, he was nailed to the cross, died on Saturday, came back on Sunday, but it was, must have been a horrific experience for him. And, of course, he then spent 3 days in hell. Yeah, why did he go to hell for if he was a nice person? Because don't you usually go to heaven if you're nice? Yeah, but his father was testing him. Yeah, testing him. Master, I heard a noise. Yeah, that would probably be the mailman. We're only doing this podcast, but not in a soundproof studio. We're doing it in the living room with microphones. Yes, we are, Master. Oh, I want to know another thing, Master. I wonder what he went through in hell. Well, I don't know. Apparently Mel Gibson says that they're working on some sort of a sequel to that. called something like Resurrection of the Christ. I'm not 100%, but Mel Gibson confirmed it or something. I don't know, but apparently it will be a sequel following Jesus in his 3 days of hell. But there is a film out this Easter about the Virgin Mary. Oh yeah, Jesus' mother. I just wondered, did God have sex with her? To make her? Because from what you showed me, Master, that's how a baby is made. But you made me differently. You put me together out of bits of dead people, like Frankenstein. Yeah, I did, my boy, but, that is, something, completely, insane, I mean, what would you, think, I mean, would you understand what it's like to be, dead? I don't know, Master, but when you're dead, what's it like? I mean, yeah, I was made out of dead people, but I don't really have much memories of the people that I'm made out of. I don't know. I think it's something the living should never really know, to be honest. I mean, I do not wish to know what it will be when I die, or something, but, yeah. I'm just looking now on the laptop that I have put on. Easter horror movies. Now, yeah, there is that short from Holidays that is in there. Other horror Easter movies. Oh, Master, would you say Watership Down is one? I mean, there's rabbits in that and a lot of gore. I guess there's quite a lot of graphics in that. Master, what's that weird noise? It is just the computer cooling down because it can overheat. There's a fan inside. That is what you can hear. Listeners, if you can hear that, that is the computer, because we're looking around at what Easter horror films there are, because we haven't really watched any, I know, as horror lovers, you think we would have, but we hasn't. We're more into the gore and stuff and shizer, all that. There's one called Peter Rottentail. 2004, domed magician asks a deal from a dark force, which leads him to tragedy. Soon he is back to exact bloody vengeance. Okay, that sounds a bit weird, Master. I know. I think the reason why there hasn't been a lot of these Easter horror movies, from what I'm looking at right now, seem to be indie films. There is one here. Every year on Easter, a brutal serial killer stalks Texas searching for victims lacking the spiritual awareness. This year, the serial killer has found Austin's hottest rave and a swale victims. That's called Serial Rabbit. Serial Rabbit? Yeah, that sounds shizer, but good, probably. There's another one here, the Easter Bunny Kill, and Cottontail, Easter Bunny Bloodbath. That's a Canadian horror, it says here. Oh, so there's a lot here. They're clearly underrated. Yeah, they are very underrated. Here's one, Bunnyman 2011. It says here that it is Easter meets the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It says equals great. Hey, Master, if we're looking the Easter spirit, does that mean that Easter Bunny Man's gonna come and kill us? No, Franken, my boy, because we are at least making the effort by doing this podcast. I was thinking of doing a creepypasta podcast, but that will probably be something for the next month because, well, we're doing this and it's Good Friday, and it's like the Easter equivalent of Christmas Eve. Yeah, yeah, Master. Uh, can I have a look, Master? Oh, here's one. Uh, Let me see. Easter, Easter, Easter. Yeah, very good, Franken, my boy. Sunday, Easter Sunday. That's an Easter horror film. It says there, Master, 2014. Yeah, it is. It's been 24 years since the serial killer Douglas Fisher was executed on Easter night this year. A group of partying teenagers not only raise some hell, but literally raise the dead. Oh, that sounds like a zombie film. Yeah, I guess it kind of does. Kind of all has a reference to the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Then there's one Beast Day. Here Comes Peter Cottonhill. That sounds like a sequel to some of the films I just mentioned earlier. There is The Night Before Easter. That sounds like a family film. Yeah, but I don't think it is. It says here, a group of friends are stalked in a storage facility the night before Easter by an axe-wielding lunatic in an Easter bunny costume. Say, a lot of people really go for these holiday figures, like in the Christmas films, like they tend to use Santa as an evil thing. Like in Silent Night, Deadly Night, and Christmas Evil. Yeah, they do. They seem to do that a lot in these films. But that is this the horror. I think you know what? I am officially saying this now. Easter horror films are very, very underrated because I don't have a good knowledge of Easter horrors. I don't have a good knowledge of them. It says here that the movie Critters 2, the main course is Easter horror. 2. What website are you on, Master? I'm just on Google. It's showing me lists of horrors. Lots of them. Crazy stuff. They seem to wear in the whole, like, killer rabbit. Oh, here's a good one. Night of the Lepus. What's that, Master? I remember this film. I'd never thought it was an Easter film, but yeah, it kind of is with giant killer bunny rabbits. Oh, giant killer bunny rabbits. That sounds cute. It is not, Franken. It was made so long ago. I was a young adult at the time when this film came out. It is quite watchable and enjoyable. Enjoy the film. Watch it with your friends and enjoy beer and enjoy alcoholic beverages and junk foods. Yeah, that is what you should do. Easter casket. That's one I haven't heard from 2013. Easter Bunny Kill, we just done that. Yeah, very underrated, I have to say, because I have not heard of most of these movies. In fact, if any of our listeners are listening, do write some letters to us and let us know that. So, Eastern horror. Not really the strongest choice of holiday theme horror. Yeah, it's usually on Christmas or it's usually on Halloween. I mean, there are some Valentine horror films out there, like My Bloody Valentine and the movie Valentine. Those are the only ones I can actually think of. Yeah, not a lot of things I can say about Easter horror films. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of them out there, but, yeah, very, very underrated indeed. Master, are there any other holidays that are like horror films? Well, yeah, there's a lot of them, but, obviously Easter is the weakest because, like I say, underrated, not many at all. Yeah. Do you think we should pick a different topic next month, Master? Yeah, we should pick a different topic next month because, well, that's the whole point of the show. We can't keep talking about the same subject in horror. I mean, people will get bored. Yes. Hey, Master, what about Watership Down, though? Do you think that classes as, Easter horror? Well, the film is rated parental guidance, and also the film, it's like, it's got rabbits in, and it does have disturbing elements in there, but, and yeah, there is the huge, like, gore factor in there, that is also quite graphic. In fact, I find it very graphic for a child's film. Is it for children? Well, yeah. Well, a family film. And also there's a bird that says piss off to one of the rabbits. Oh, and there's that song as well. Bright eyes burning like fire. Bright eyes burning like fire. Alright, stop now, my boy. You don't want to sing. But I do, Master. Yeah, well, we don't want to waste a lot of the podcast time with singing. I mean, yeah, that is quite a good song. Also the film, has John Hurt in it, too. Do you think of anyone else who's in there? No. You told me it was a book, Master. Yeah, it was. Could you read it to me sometime? Yeah, I'll read it to you sometime. Yeah, back to the subject at hand. Easter themed horror. I don't think there's anything else we can think of. Oh, yeah. I was hoping to do this podcast a bit longer, like the last one was like over 40 minutes long. Yeah. Hey, Master, what about, that one, Humpty Dumpty? Humpty Dumpty is just a nursery rhyme, but yeah, I get your confusion with the egg shape. Also, Easter is a time of year where we mostly consume chocolate. Oh yeah, because of the eggs. Why are they called Easter eggs and why are they chocolatey? I thought if they're eggs, why don't they be proper eggs? I don't know, Franken. The Cadbury just make eggs, and then there's like other chocolate manufacturers that make eggs, like Mars Bar and Malteser and such. Hey, Master, after Easter, does that mean we're not gonna get Cadbury cream eggs anymore? I'm afraid not, my boy. They only go from January right up until Easter, so yeah, no cream eggs after Easter weekend, I'm afraid, boy. Oh, Master, why do we still have like Easter on the Monday too? Because doesn't Easter Monday not have anything to do with Jesus' resurrection? I think that it's just a holiday for people, bank holiday. Oh yeah, bank holidays where the banks take holidays. Yeah, my boy, yes, they take holidays. Um, you know, because, well, everyone's entitled to a day off. Easter is like the second biggest, like, I won't say it's the second biggest holiday, but it is a holiday that is sort of has the same length of time off like Christmas. The children have 2 weeks away from school and they get the Easter eggs, so they're full of energy. Yeah, I would say that Easter really does cure people of this winter blues after that, because that is when spring begins. I thought spring started 10 days ago on the 20th of March. It did. But, it always follows in the early start of the spring. Master, don't we like autumn here? Yeah, we do, but I like the spring and the autumn. I like spring and autumn because the summer is too hot, the winter it is too cold. Oh, I don't really pay much attention to the seasons because I'm immune to the cold and I'm immune to the hot. I know, because you're sort of undead. Well, you're made out of the undead. Yeah. How about we get onto some fan mail and emails, Oh yeah, Master. I'm thinking, who writes letters these days? They don't. It's all email, so, let's go through some here, emails. This is from some of our listeners, who have, took the time to write to us. Let me see. Let's first look at the emails. And here's an email for the both of us. It says, okay, so the email. This one is written in German. Listen to me, Alfred. Listen, I'm flattered that you have wrote this email, but this show I do in English because it is, once it is finished broadcasting on whatever podcast thing that it is on, it gets put onto the Random Horror YouTube channel, which is British, and yeah, he prefers me to do the show in English. Also, Franken here does not really know German. I've been teaching him to talk in English. Yeah, Master, how can you have not taught me German? Because, Franken, I do not know. Okay, so, here's one. It is from, your Break a Leg 904. He says, or she says, Dr. Thrip, why do you wear teeth on your surgical mask? Because when I was, when my mother was first diagnosed with her illness, I broke into a great depression because I was close to her. And I got so depressed, I put a shotgun into my mouth and, well, the whole thing backfired. It just blew the bottom of my face off. So I wear this mask to create the illusion that I still have a mouth and teeth. So that's why I put human teeth on my face. And yeah, they're real because victims and such. Wow, Master, that's pretty dark. I know, boy. Here's one for the both of us. Oh, what's it say, Master? It says, you two are funny. Oh, this is from Monkfish. Monkfish says, you two are funny, but why does Frankenstein, why did he go from looking pale and white in Halloween in January 2 to more in colour in Halloween in January 3, yet maintains the stitches? And that question is sort of like for me, isn't it? Well, yeah, but also, do you know why? Because you said I've started to liven up more. Yeah, that is right. He has become more of an undead live thing. His life force is made of an electrical storm, and he has one heart that is blessed by a demon. And yeah, he has two hearts because somehow his body can't accept one heart. Because one heart beats and the other one then beats, because his heart only can beat once per second, not twice, like a regular heart, like ours. I hope that answers the question for you, Monkfish. He's been put back into color because of how lively he is. Okay, the next one is for me. It says, Dr. Thrip, why do you do surgery for that is bad? Because the money is good, and also I enjoy doing it. And also I am retired from the real profession, and also I was medically not stable to do that after my mental breakdown. But yeah, I'm retired now, and I still like to keep busy. And that was from Stylehead99. Okay, let's look at some more. This is one for you, Franken. Frank Ed Stein. This is Dogboy2971. He asks, Franken, why do you still have a skeleton-like head? I explained this in the last podcast. Do you know why, Franken? Because for some unknown reason, every time you put a new hand on here, the flesh gets rejected by it, so you stop bothering. Yeah, as long as he can move it, and it's strong, you're alright, aren't you, boy? Yes, master. I can't read these letters. These are the emails. Okay, so the letters, we don't have many of them, but we got about 2 here. This one says, Dr. Thrip, whereabouts in the world do you live, and what is your accent? Well, I told you already, I am German, and I live in Germany. I'm not going to tell you where, because I don't want people finding me. Another one, that was from, does not say who it is from, this one. The next one is from, the Eldo. He says, I am a demon, and I am from the next dimension to Dr. Freakos. Is he the one who assisted you when making me, master? Yeah, he was. He says, next time I'm in town, can I... Okay, I'm not going to read the rest of that because it is filthy and inappropriate. How did that letter get into this dimension? I do not know. But it got here. Okay, so, yeah, what have we learned, my boy? Oh, that there's a lot of underrated Easter horror films out there? Yeah. And we've also learned about the crucifixion of Jesus, as it wasn't a pleasant thing for him. Yeah, good. Yeah, we have learned a lot. You have learned quite a bit today, my boy. So, I guess the next thing to do is to basically wrap up this month's podcast. Yeah, wrap it up. Yeah. So, this is pretty much it for this month's Thrip and Franken show. I have been your host, Dr. Weiser Thrip, and with me it has been... Oh, and I have also been your host, Frank N. Stein. Yeah, so that is pretty much it for this month's podcast. I hope you have all enjoyed it. We will be back next month with another theme of horror topic discussion. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode, and this Easter special. So yeah, I wish you all a happy Easter, and yeah, I bid you all auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. Yeah, bye. Oh, happy Easter. Master, I think the computer's making a scary noise again. I told you, my boy, that is the computer overheating and cooling down. Oh, scheiße, this thing is still on and recording. Let's turn it off now. Yeah, goodbye.